What's good, everybody? Heath Johnson back with another video. I'm about to go through my little court rotation right here, and for those of y'all that recognize these shoes, hope y'all enjoying the performance on them. Not to mention, the details that I'm about to get into with each and every one of them. I consider these my starting five. Starting off with this one that I have right here, you can already see it's a Kobe shoe, Black Mamba symbol all over the top of the box, Nike swoosh, what have you. So let's go ahead and look inside and see what's good. You know what I mean? And there you have them. This particular colorway is Brazil Game Royale based on South American street art from Brazil. These came out during the World Cup last year. And honest, you throw a pair of cleats on these and these are a soccer shoe. Because it's just that dope. But they're made for the court. I just like this colorway because it stands out. I'll wear a lot of colors if I can coordinate them with other colors in my wardrobe. And it's just a dope shoe. Performance wise, it does great. Traction is great. Maybe does well on certain courts on the outside. If you hoop outside, on the inside courts, so especially on a clean court, you're sticking like glue. Definitely a good ankle breaker shoe, especially if you're a guard. This is primarily a guard shoe, but if you play like a guard and you're a bigger player, you can get away with it. Got these well under retail. They're on sale right now, along with a few other colorways out there that I'm looking at. I'm just looking right now because I'm taking a chill pill on basketball shoes, getting back to the casual game. But I just wanted to show y'all the first shoe in my rotation. This is actually my go-to shoe. It's number one on my list. Actually, it's fighting for number one with another shoe in my rotation I'm about to show y'all in a few. But I just wanted to give y'all a look at these right quick. Just show you what I was working with. Next in line is another shoe that I thought performed well on court. Maybe able to get away with them casual athletic, however you want to put it. But it's a good all-around performer. It's well balanced. And I enjoy them. And for those who also have this shoe, it's probably enjoying right now. Now, here you go. Nike Hyperdunk 2014. In my opinion, between that one and the 2013 model, they perform well. The cushioning on this one, to me, is probably a little bit better. The traction is good on this one, even though last year's was considered better. You can wear these outside, and players from point guard all the way to center can get away with these because they're just that comfortable. And they conform to your foot really well. The breathability is there for those who care about that ventilation. The lacing system is dope. Lockdown is A1. You can't go wrong. And it's a solid performer. And for those who already have this in your collection, hold on to them as long as you can because you can't go wrong with these. They're well balanced. They cater to every need of a basketball player that you could ever find. So definitely approve those. Next in my rotation is the infamous LeBron 10 Cutting Jade colorway. Not only is the colorway dope, but the performance is even better, in my opinion. Especially with the cushioning system, which I really, really enjoy a lot. It's like running on Tempur-Pedic pillows all over the court. 360 Air Max unit with Zoom blended in there. Definitely a dope combination. And this colorway is actually not bad. Like I say, I wear odd colors, bright colors, just because they stand out. Especially with the lacing system. I actually replaced these laces. When I purchased these online, as in conjunction to the originals, which I replaced because they were worn out, they called these watermelons, even though part of them have 3M in them, which hit the lights just right and glow, which is a nice touch. But performance-wise, it's definitely a good shoe for forwards, power forwards and centers. Guards can wear them, but they may not like them because the flexibility is limited. But you cannot go wrong with the cushion and the traction. Not to mention the breathability is decent. Very decent. Wearing these outdoors, you might be able to get away with them because the traction is durable. But one fair warning, it is definitely on the softer side. So I'll preserve these for indoors just because I like to preserve everything that I own, from shoes to hats to clothing, things like that. Even though I do upgrade when it's time to upgrade. But definitely had to get these. These are actually a gift from a friend who having problems with the fitting. Not me. Absolutely love this shoe. And hold on to these till the brakes fall off, so to speak. So definitely a dope shoe. I definitely recommend them to play ball in. Next in my lineup, y'all seen my previous video when I did a in-depth review on the performance aspect and a little bit on the aesthetics. The LeBron 11 Volt Ice colorway, or metallic luster, or my son de LeBron. However you look at them, it's a dope shoe. Aesthetics wise, you can already see it's got the wolf gray with the gradient yellow blended in there. The gum bottoms, like I mentioned in the previous video. But next to the LeBron 10, its performance is pretty decent. Actually, it's more than decent. It's excellent, especially with the cushioning system. Instead of the 360 max zoom that they used in the LeBron 10, they replaced it with full length lunar line, which is a great cushioning system. And to put the icing on the cake, they added bottom loaded full length zoom, which is ridiculously comfortable, in my opinion. Wearing these outside, you might get away with it, but inside, you cannot go wrong. The lockdown is A1, and it has more flexibility than the LeBron 10, even though I still think the 10 is a dope shoe in its own right. Same thing goes with the 11. In its own respect, it's a dope performer. So I definitely recommend these. These are still floating around, even though the LeBron 10s are outdated along with these. And the LeBron 12 is out, even though I don't care too much for those. Not to say that they're a bad shoe, like I mentioned in the previous video. But I think they did better with this model and the previous model that I just showed, the LeBron 10. So I definitely recommend these if you can still find some floating around in outlets online, especially Amazon. Amazon has a ton of them. Probably overpriced in some aspects, depending on what size shoe you wear. They do go by size, and whatever size you wear determines the price on that site. I'm just giving folks a heads up who don't know that already. But definitely a dope shoe to play in. Colorway wise, that was just a personal preference. Whatever colorway you like, if you can find one that you like and it's out there, shoot, by all means get it. It's well below retail, so you ain't got to worry about paying $200 unless you just want to drop that type of dough on a shoe. Not me. I'm a bargain shopper. Last but not least is the final shoe in my court rotation, which may be altered depending on what future shoe I plan on buying. But like I said, I'm going to take a chill pill and get back into the casual game for a little bit because there's so many different choices on shoes this year, and this year alone is ridiculous. I picked these up at House of Hoops, Foot Locker, matter of fact, over at Baybrook Mall down in Friendswood, Texas, which isn't that far from me. Paper hop, skip, and a jump away, maybe 5-10 minute drive. To given that the traffic isn't ridiculous, so you got some people out there that just cannot drive worth you know what. But this is the final shoe in my rotation now. I only pull out this shoe if I know I'm going to go against some really rough players out there who making the transition from football, so to speak. You know what I mean? These big ass players getting on the basketball court, and instead of playing a proper defense, they want to run into you like a fullback or a linebacker or defensive back or anybody in football who specializes in defense, who's big as hell. You may want to wear these just to protect yourself. Not to mention not rolling your ankle and stuff like that from them damn near tackling you. So let me pull these out and show y'all what I'm working with. And there they are. Nike Air Max Hyperposit. Now the Hyperposit 2 is out right now. So these are well below retail. The Hyperposit 2 is retailing at the price that these used to be at, which is around $225. Same as the Jordan 29, which is finally going down in price, thank God. It's not in my rotation, but it's a dope shoe regardless for those who just like the tech behind it. You know, the performance over upper is dope. I had a chance to try them on, give them an open run, but they weren't my type of hype. I like a lot of cushion. I'm just that type of dude that likes Something under my feet that feels comfortable. Not to mention, performs well. Not to say that they don't perform well, because they perform excellent though. There's not enough traction for me. Now this particular one, uh, these are for big guys. This is a big guy shoe. Now smaller players can wear them, but it's primarily for big guys. You know, I carry a lot. I carry a lot of weight for my height because I'm not that tall, but I am pretty big stature wise. So I'm not a tall big man. I'm like one of those short, thick guys. Not a fat guy, but just thick. I'm like I say, I'm built like a running back. That type of build. So it suits me just fine. But let me pull these out and so y'all can take a closer look. As you can see, Air Max 360 cushioning system, which holds up well, right next to the LeBron 10 almost, with the 360 Air Max and Zoom combination, which is comfortable. To me, behind the LeBron 10, he's probably the next best shoe. Hey, it looks like you got two tanks on your feet with these, though. In a good way, though, because it has a lot of protection. They'll last a long time, and they mold to your foot pretty quickly because it does have that foam positive material. And it's got that semi-translucent traction pattern that you see on the bottom. Filine injections, and it's a full-length S wavy type pattern. And they do hold up well outdoors, so you can hoop with these outdoors because it's a thick traction. It's not pliable or flexible like the other models that I showed beforehand. So you can't get away with wearing these outside, just in case you want to get into the rough stuff. But yeah, these are pretty dope. I put them last in my rotation because if I ultimately have to pull these out for dudes fouling like crazy, then I will. Just for that extra aggressive play. Not to mention wearing a mouthpiece because they will hit you in the mouth, slap at you, damn near chalk block you like a wrestler trying to get the ball from you sometimes. So you got to watch out for those type of players. They shouldn't be playing ball at all, if you ask me. But that completes my court rotation. Until next time, I might get into some casual stuff. Thanks for watching.